What is going on both YouTube and Facebook? This is Migz of the DeckSmiths, and today, yes, I'm returning with Dragon Ball, and today I'll be doing a opening of the expansion sets for the Unisons, and they just arrived today. So if you're watching this on the Facebook page, you guys actually got first dibs on this. I'm looking at it, and you're watching this on YouTube. This same exact video is already aired on YouTube. Also, guys, we will be updating if you're on our Facebook page, we will be updating a couple of the informations there. But we did start a Discord server, so once we get all of that updated through the Facebook page, the link for the Discords will be in the information part below, on Facebook. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's in the link description below. So we're gonna start with opening these packs. So I'm gonna put Vegeta to the side, and we're gonna go with the Universe 7 Unison. So, of course, this has a nice deck box too. I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty cool. The Vegeta, the Goku, it's pretty much all the cards that are in set, and oh, the Divider is actually pretty nice. Alright, so enough said, one deck box aside. Let's take a look. So, whoops, sorry, I kind of like my arm over and around the camera, so I'll do my best not to fuck that up. So, here we got our Gotenks, Unison of Rage. So, Unison does have a mechanic in where the X is pretty much any number of energies you can use to pay for it, but of course you still got to keep the specified costs in mind. So at least the minimum energies you need are specified cost included. So this means you would have to have 2 energies to use it, and certain skills can trigger based off, and certain skills activate and they either gain or lose markers. So for the auto, when your leader card's powers decrease by skill, this gets a plus 10k for the turn. That's not bad, because nowadays there are cards that are going to start reducing leader's power. There's not a lot, but I see this card being in the future very powerful, because once they start introducing cards that reduces the power of leaders, it's really going to be a big threat. Activate main. Choose up to 1 card in your life and add into your hand. Then choose one of your leader cards, and it gets -5 for the duration of the turn. Okay, I see how they kind of deal with that type of skill. So you keep gaining a skill at the cost of your life. You can minus your leader skill so that it could go along with the auto. Activate the second act, and it gains a marker. The activate main. Choose up to 1 of your leader cards that gets a -5 for the duration of the turn. You look at your opponent's hand and choose up to 1 multicolored battle card or a battle card. It could be either a mono battle card or a multicolored battle card with 10k power or less in it, and place into the drop area. So that kind of helps kill the weenies, but that's kind of a useless effect. One thing to keep in mind with Unisons, the rulings on Unisons were already declared as a once per turn, no matter what. So that's one thing you got to keep in mind. And here goes the Vegeta to go with it. So we're gonna look at his regular side first. So we have Vegeta is red, Universe 7. Auto, when this card attacks, draw 1 card. And auto, when your life is at 4 or less, or you have 3 or more energies and you have a red Unison with a specified cost of 2 in play, draw 2 cards. You may draw 2 cards, choose cards in your life, and add them to your hand till you have 6. then flip it over. So technically, you could be at 5 life. You could still draw the 2 and flip it over to awaken if you have the Unison on board, which is pretty good. On the awaken side, once per turn when this card attacks, draw a card. Then auto once per turn when the power of this card is decreased, it gains dual attack for the turn. I see how this leader actually goes very well with the Gotenks. It pretty much puts more pressure on the board, but that means you gotta pay more to combo out cards. But that's the only thing that we're gonna go through with right now. So let's see how this works out in future meta. So next one we have is Whis, Destruction's Conductor. Permanent if your leader is a red Vegeta card, reduce the energy cost of this card by 2. Wow, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. And they specified it, red Vegeta, so this might be able to work with the draft box Vegeta that gains the other 3 colors, but again, that's something to validate. You gotta always check it out and stuff like that. And when you play this card, you can either choose one of the followings. You can look at up to 5 cards on the top of your deck, choose up to 1 red Unison card with a specified cost of 2 or up to, you could choose either a Unison with a specified cost of 2 or 1 red Universe 7 card with energy cost of 4 or less among them and add them to your hand, shuffle your deck. Or if your leader, choose up to 1 of your leader cards, it gets -5 and this card gains +10. This can be used for the searching. I can actually see this being used in conjunction with the Vegeta, but let's see how that works out. It looks pretty okay. I'll give the benefit of the doubt. Alright, so next one, Beerus, Wrath of the Gods. It's critical and it's unique. That's good. I'll get another card that also requires Vegeta. Auto for red energy. If your leader card is a red Vegeta, at the end of the battle in which you combo with this card from your hand, play this card in rest mode. That is actually not bad. This can be, I can see the old school Universe 6 red Vegeta being used, and having this being one of those cards that's gonna like help use in that deck. I think this actually not that bad. It's pretty cool. Okay. Next one, Android 17, High Alert, is a blocker. Activate main. If you have a red Unison card with a specified cost of 2 in play and you have no other battle cards in play, play this from your hand. Not bad. That's actually a nice play 2 cards for 2 energies. You tap 2 reds minimum to play the Gotenks, then activate main, bring this to the board. It's not bad. 2 cards for just 2 energies. That's pretty cool. And it's a blocker too on top of that. At the end of the turn, if your leader card's power is currently being increased or decreased, switch this card to active mode. That's pretty okay, I guess. I'm kind of judging it, so who knows. I still yet to actually understand how that's gonna play out. Next card. I think this is gonna be a perfect addition into the Frieza Prison, and it's gonna be freaking fantastic. I think this card will be fantastic in Frieza Prison. So it's a double striker and it's unique. Auto for 2 reds. If your leader card is red and you have a red Unison card with a specified cost of 2 in play, at the end of the battle, which will combo with this card, play this card. Not bad. It's like the Beerus, but you just need 2 energies. And auto, which this is where the card actually stands, which is why unique. We're going to have 1 copy of that card in play. Auto once per turn, when your opponent activates a counter skill, doesn't matter what that counter is. It can be a counter play, counter attack, counter. If it's a counter, that's a counter. Choose one of their battle cards, ignoring barrier, and it gets a -30k for the turn. That's actually pretty insane because they're gonna pay the price for playing the cards. Not bad. It's really not that bad. I actually like it. Next up, Omen of Awakening. It's a counter play. If your leader card is red and you choose one card in your life and place it into the drop area. The battle card that's being played that has power of 20k or less is placed into the owner's drop area instead. Okay, so it's Denial of Hope with an additional cost. You pay the energy cost, and you also have to crit yourself to set it to the drop area. However, the permanent, if you have a red Unison card with a specified cost of 2 in play, reduce the energy cost of this card by 1. So it becomes a 1 card Denial of Hope if you have a Unison on board. It's actually not that bad. I mean, I guess it has its validation purposes. It's still yet to give it a try. And of course, like every other, you're only given 2 of each. Maybe I should have considered getting an extra, maybe should have considered getting an extra, extras of these Unisons, but I wanted to do this one for the sole purpose of being able to show you guys what it has. And I'm glad that you guys at least can make a better judgment whether you want to buy the whole thing or they're just a couple of cards you want to get out of this one. So that is pretty much this one for the Universe 7 Unison cards. Honestly, the most I see value from everything is pretty much these main ones. But when more Unison cards are released that are red, this card is going to shine a lot in red decks. So let's just move these to the side. I'll actually experiment with this leader. Still yet to see. Right, so now we're going to go through this one. And I am sorry that this is taking a while, but again, like I said, this is already recorded. I'm not editing in none of this. So this is pretty much the other one, the other box. Nice picture on that. Run. And now we're gonna look through Vegeta. So, like every expansions, it brings 2 of each, so you always have to buy 2 of each of the expansions just to get yourself the extras, which I will do afterwards. But let's just focus on this real quick. So we have a Vegeta, Unison of Fury, yellow, activate main once per turn. Choose this card or one of your battle cards, switch to rest mode, add a marker to this. Well, that's not bad. In a way, it's you rest one of your battle cards to be able to add a marker to this. It's kind of costly. I have to look at that Bardock that lets you draw a card every time you rest cards. If this could work with this, it could actually have some value in a couple of yellow decks. But anyway, activate main. Your opponent can't attack with battle cards with energy cost greater than their current energy until the end of the turn, and that's at the cost of also reducing a marker. That's not bad. Second, activate main. Choose up to one of your opponent's energy, switch to rest mode. Then this card gains +5, double strike, and dual attack for the turn. That's actually not bad, but at the cost of 3 markers. That's actually pretty good. I think this one's gonna have potential. It's just people gonna be experimenting with it first. So now for the long-awaited topo. Let's just go back to the beginning part. Auto, when this card attacks, draw a card. Auto, when your life is 4, let's say you have a yellow Unison with a specified cost of 2 in play. Choose up to 2 of your energy, switch to active mode, then choose. Okay, so this one is just like the red Vegeta. The only difference is instead of drawing 2, this one lets you ready 2, and this one lets you ready 2 energies instead of drawing. So if you have a Unison or if your life is 4 or less, you choose 2 of your energies and switch to active mode. Or if you have a red Unison on board, if you have a yellow Unison on board, you do that, and you reduce your life till you have 6. Till you have 6 life, and you flip it over. Not bad. And Topo, Candidate of Destruction. When it attacks, draw a card. Permanent, if you have a yellow Unison card with a specified cost of 2 in play, when a player plays a battle card, that player can't play battle cards for the turn. Wow, that is actually fucking... Now, I see this Topo being really, really good. I think this guy is going to be one of those game changers in the meta, slowing people down. And with more Unisons being released besides the Vegeta, this card is going to be really good. It's going to run rampant. This is going to be one of those yellow Topo control decks. I can see this happening. Watch. Topo is going to become the God of Destruction. Now, you've got Belmont, Self-Indulgence. As a counterplay, the card being played is in rest mode, then play this card. So this is pretty much a Crusher Ball skill. And then counter attack, negate the attack, play this card, then choose up to one of your opponent's battle card and negate the skill for the turn. That's actually not bad. Negate attack and you cold bloodlust something on the board. It's pretty good. Permanent during your opponent's turn. If you have a yellow Unison card with a specified cost of 2 in play, reduce cost by 2. That is freaking amazing. Universe 11 in general is going to be really, really strong, or anything that requires Unisons. This is going to be really strong. I think the Unisons, the Universe 11 is actually, I'm starting to believe that it's more worth it than the Universe 7 one, and I'm more favor of Universe 7s. Next one, Margarita, the Harley Quinn of the deck. If you look at it, they were kind of, I mean, don't get me wrong on it, but it was like based off Joker and Harley Quinn. There's always a DC in everything. Okay, it has Barrier. Okay, and then Permanent, if you have a yellow Unison card with a specified cost of 2 in play, reduce the cost of this card by 1. Okay, so it's a 2 cost. That's not bad. When this card attacks, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode, and it can't be switched for the duration of the turn. This is actually pretty good, because not only you get to slow down the opponent big time, they have to play around this. That's actually good. I actually like that. I actually like it a lot. All right, Dispo, the Flash Striker, critical. That's actually pretty good for a 2 cost. And activate main, if you have a yellow Unison card with a specified cost of 2 in play and you have no other battle cards, you play. Okay, so this is just like the Android 17 from the Universe 7. Only difference is you have to have a yellow Unison card on board. Again, there's another free card you could put down. Oops, sorry. I do apologize that I'm just bringing it downward. I'm kind of like bringing it more towards my attention instead of you guys. I do apologize for that. But it's actually pretty good. Again, like I said, this is a live recording. It was not live, but I was recording it as I received it. So you're pretty much going through my reactions. I can see this being played a lot. I see a lot Universe 11 having a good spot in the meta. Okay, and now we have Casserole, the Slash Striker. I don't know how I said it correctly. I don't care. Okay, so for the first auto, when you play this card, look it up to the 5 cards from your deck. Choose 1 yellow Unison card with a specified cost of 2 or up to 1 Universe 11. A yellow Universe 11 with a cost of 4 or less among them added to your hand. Shuffle your deck. Second, that's actually good. It could let you search for a Unison or it lets you search for Universe 11s. This is actually a great boost for Universe 11s. And then second auto, when this card is switched to rest mode by one of your skills, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with a cost of 4 or less and switch it to rest mode. That's actually pretty good. So this in conjunction with Vegeta actually works really, really well. Second auto. For the counterplay, this is actually pretty good. Spirit Fist. Counterplay. The battle card being played, you may choose. When the battle card is played, you may choose. You may choose it and switch it to rest mode. This is. I mean, to be fair, for that, I would rather use Crusher Ball over the counterplay anyway, because it doesn't matter whether has barrier or not. As to for this, it says you may choose it. That's kind of bad. But let's look at the activate battle because it has an activate battle. If your leader card is a Universe 11 card and it's your turn, choose up to one of your leader cards or one of your yellow Unison cards and it, with a specified cost of 2 and it gains a +10 for the duration of the turn. It's okay. They kind of like sort of shitted on this one because, okay, for the counterplay skill, I'd rather play Crusher Ball, honestly. And for the activate battle, it's not really all that great. I think they dropped it with the counterplay, but and then of course an extra copy non-foil. So honestly, I think that all the good cards that can be played are all these. Honestly, if you're gonna make a topo deck early with a yellow Unison, you could actually focus it very well as a topo, Universe 11 topo control. I know a lot of people are going to experiment with this. I see this being something really, really good. This one, I think they kind of dropped it. I think this is the least that you will want. Apart from that, everything in Universe for Universe 11 is not a minus. It's actually pretty good. I actually like it. So, that was it for the live opening. I'm sorry that it went over 20 minutes, but I hope you didn't enjoy seeing this. Let me know what you guys think of this set, and let me know which one you think is actually a better set in your opinion, and how you feel that you gain a more plus out of. I would definitely say it's worth buying an extra set of units of the expansions, which is what I'm gonna do. Which is what I'm definitely gonna do right after the video. Well, at least for the Universe 11. Universe 7, I'll probably just collect a couple, but this is definitely the Universe 7 one is actually okay. Universe 11, I feel it has more value because it's more support for Universe 11 in general. So in my opinion, if I would have to recommend something, honestly, if you want a whole lot of Universe 7 stuff, I mean, the draft box, the latest draft box is a much better choice. But if you want to put more support with Universe 11, and I think personally the best choice out of between the two is going to be the Universe 11. And no, it's not because it has Vegeta, although Vegeta is pretty much the man. Everything in the expansion gives Universe 11 a boost, big time. And with more yellow Unison cards on the horizon, Universe 11s are going to be much more dangerous. Especially, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna say it right now. Topo control is going to be a thing, man. Topo control is going to be a thing. So, thank you guys for watching. This is Migz of the DeckSmiths. If you guys haven't joined our Discord yet, hopefully we'll have the update on the Discord in the page pretty soon. If you're watching this on YouTube for all of you guys is in the description below. Also, I will be doing the best that I can to come back into doing a little more deck profiles. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I wanted to give both Raiden and Reeves their honest, fair share of the channel because, let's be serious, I do not own the channel. I may support it like if it was mine, but I keep myself committed to keep the channel up because we don't want this channel to go away. So stay tuned. I'm gonna have a deck profile coming up pretty soon, and it will be Dragon Ball. And thank you guys for watching. This is Migz of the DeckSmiths signing out. Please be careful out there. We already know that this world is already gone to shit. Please do not discuss anything about the current circumstances on this page. Let's keep it all what this Facebook group page and this YouTube channel is meant to be. The content. It's Migz signing out. Peace out, and most importantly, take care of all of yourselves.